Hello everybody, Dave Neal here, stand-up comic, host of Bachelor Nation News. I've got a interview that Matt James and Tyler Cameron did with Access, and let me tell you something, it's, I don't want to call it garbage or a dumpster fire, but it's rough. I'm going to be your shaman and I'm going to walk you through it. There's a couple good parts, but it feels like there's an inside joke none of us are a part of. And maybe that's true. We're not a part of that joke. Do me a favor. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. By the way, so many new subscribers. Now that I said I was going to open this package when I got to 50,000, you guys started subscribing. So get over there. Just almost hit myself. And subscribe to that channel and we'll open that package. Hit the like button an odd number of times. 1 works, 3, 5, 7, 9. Whatever you need to do, and we'll get right into this content. So I've got this interview with, her name's Emily? Okay, Emily's interviewing Tyler Cameron and Matt James. It just feels like, it's like they're like, what are we even doing here, you know? Inside jokes, this and that. But, you know, not to be hard on them. I'm sure they're just like so annoyed by these interviews. But the title of this video is, Are Matt James and Rachel Kirkconnell Going to Get Engaged? I have yet to find any part of this video that even addresses that rumor, but we will talk about it. Do we think they're going to be getting engaged or approaching a year marriage? Year dating. Now that they were able to escape the Bachelor world, you know what I mean? You know, they like broke up, got back together. Maybe they didn't. They were, whatever happened after their unfortunate trials and tribulations there. They're now living their real life day to day, and we'll have to see how it goes. The first part of this clip, they're talking about this new show that they're doing, a sketch comedy show. I'll play this real quickly, and then I'll give you my thoughts on it.
This show.
Well, this is the best way to describe it. It's our takes on betting,
Okay.
mixed with really bad actors that didn't get a job at Saturday Night Live. And you put those two together, and you have the worst betting show ever.
Okay. And you guys do crazy, like fun skits in the show. How involved were you two in coming up with all the sketches?
We were pretty involved.
So we've got a show about betting. It's a sports betting show that does sketch comedy. Look, I'm pretty optimistic when it comes to like, hey, give it a shot. I think this is going to be a hot dumpster fire because let me tell you something. Sketch comedy is hard. It's hard when the best in the world do it. It's going to be hard for a couple jocks that were on The Bachelor to do it. But hey, you know what I mean? Take a big swing by all means. So I don't need to play any more of that. We'll look forward to when that show comes out. But, you know, like, hey, I'm all about giving comedy a shot. I'm all about like, the hardest part I think in comedy is to like staying true to your character. And they have very unique characters because Tyler kind of plays the straight man and Matt James is goofier. I think their duo would work better if one of them chose straight man and one of them chose to be goofy all the time. You know, I don't know. But then you can have the Dumb and Dumber where you have two peas in a pod and they're both goofy. There's something about Tyler's just personality though that I think if he like played like a super straight-laced model type, that would be a fun character, whereas Matt James would be like the more playful guy. I don't know. What do I know? Jeez. Let's play the next clip that talks a little bit, or at least tries to crack into Matt James' relationship with Rachel Kirkconnell.
And so, Matt, you and Rachel are so cute together on Instagram. What has this past year been like for the two of you?
It's been great, you know, not having to answer to producers or anybody else. We just get to live our own lives, and it's been fun to live with her. It's been fun for, you know, people to see us outside of a very structured format and see us, you know, who we really are. And it's been fun. And I'm looking forward to spending more time.
By the way, are they doing this interview at like a Walmart shipping center? Do you guys hear like nonstop trucks backing up? I get so annoyed with these interviews. The audio's bad. You can hear the truck backing up. There's
a relationship. Are you guys living together now? Or are you just taking it day by day?
Day by day. It's
See,
been a
people
year.
like you are the problem. You're trying to push us to live.
Why don't you tell them what y'all do? Why don't you tell them the truth?
Huh?
Why don't you tell them the truth?
Yeah, just tell the truth.
I'm just kidding.
I was like, what?
He's like, whose side are you on, Tyler?
No, we're just taking things every day at a time, and we're not putting anybody else's expectation on our relationship. We're just two normal people trying to have a normal relationship.
Really don't.
Well, we all wish you guys the best. And now you're both running the New York City Marathon this weekend. How has training for that been like?
It's been tough. It's been really tough. trying to travel and be busy and run.
Yeah.
We knocked out our 18 miles together. Through it.
A lot of people don't know that when you run a marathon, you don't normally train the full 26 miles. A marathon's 26.2 miles. That is what a standard length of a marathon is. It goes back to Greek times when one guy was sending a message that he was basically the Paul Revere of his time, but he didn't have an Uber, so he had to run 26.2 miles, gives them the message, and drops dead. Did I get that right? Is my Greek mythology right? Was his name Nike, or is that a different guy? I think his name was Nike. Either way, you usually do your long run like 18 to 20 miles, and then the assumption is that on marathon day you'll be able to stretch that farther because of all the energy. So you don't want to overdo it when you're training. Anyway, nobody cares about that. All right, so and again, I apologize. This audio is kind of whack on here. So he says they need to live that they're living their lives and not putting other people's expectations on them. I think that's great. Now let's go to the 12:15 mark. And not just another moment where you can see Tyler's trying to get Matt James to say something. I think they're just messing around. I don't think any of this is serious.
Okay. Who is most likely to say I love you first? Who is most likely to get married first?
You're on your way. You want me to tell them?
Wait, what?
We both have breaking news.
Yeah. Want me
News
to
right here?
I'll tell you yours.
Go.
Tyler, they are. I got to give them credit. There's you need a lot of trust in comedic duos. You need to like really understand each other. They really are like a fun pair to watch. I wanted to play for this. Sorry for that audio being so garbage. Oh, here's Matt James celebrating Rachel's birthday 5 weeks ago. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them. For the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Deuteronomy, nothing gets you going like a nice Deuteronomy quote for your birthday. Anyway, so there he is. Find yourself a man who looks at Rachel the way Matt James does. Okay, so that's not what I wanted to show here. So they've got this like the bromance, but you got to respect a good bromance here, right? They're sharing their friendship. Here's what I love about the two of them. They're just strange. Here's a nice strange video of them.
Next bet is we are going 20? Yeah. 20. All right, let's go.
It's walk football.
He catches it. I got it. What? Talk about Duro even silent? Just Tyler Cameron on a walk ball.
Walk ball, they call it. Can only walk. Strange men. Anyway, he jumps to coverage for a pick six. All right, none of that matters. So, and then finally, of course, it's all tied together. Matt runs into Emmanuel Acho on what appears to be a first-class flight. They're both killing it in life. And, of course, Emmanuel was the guest host for after the final rose ceremony when Chris Harrison was on his sabbatical, one might call it, which has since turned into a unemployment. And then here's Tyler. I mean, these people, you might be like, oh, we're over them. But look at the energy that Tyler commands at Chicks in the Office live show. Watch this. Chicks in the Office live show. It sounds like a mass murder is happening. Oh, look at all the phones coming out. Terrible voice. Takes one to know one. Ladies. Everyone becomes a cinematographer with the cameras. Oh, tone deaf. The ladies were like, give it to me. All right, so just listen to the audio. It's like Justin Bieber. I mean, come on. Guy's not going anywhere. All right, let me know what you think. Do you think Rachel and Matt will get engaged anytime soon? I mean, obviously, if you just watched that clip when they said, who's going to get married next, Matt immediately said, Tyler. Look, if we talk about Matt James as a Bachelor, he said he had never been in love before. He said, or at least he had never said the L word, whatever the case may be. Take it slow, man. Take it slow. Your girlfriend's 24, 25, right? You're late 20s. Take it slow. Don't dictate your sort of path because of what other people want. Because we always, like I always say, everyone in the audience, when are you gonna get married? When you have kids? When you have grandkids? When are you gonna set up this? When are you gonna build a house? You're gonna get a barn? You're gonna get the dog shelter? Are you gonna get a fox rehab facility? Or when are you gonna get a Bachelor recap studio, and you're gonna get a green screen, and when are you gonna get 50,000 subscribers? When are people gonna subscribe to you? When are they gonna hit the like button? When are they gonna, you know what I mean? It's like one thing after another. It's like, just hit the subscribe button and join me for Vlogmas this Christmas. All right, that's it. I got one more video coming out, I believe, about Rachel Kirkconnell. I'm sorry, about Rachel Lindsay. All the Rachels today. It's a all Rachel Friday. Rachel from Friends will be up next after that. And then we've got Rachel Maddow. And then we'll be doing Rachel. Are there any other Rachels that we know out there? I think we covered all of the Rachels. We'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Have a good one, everybody. It's Friday.